Welcome to the Twin Flame Divine Love reading for December 6th through the 13th, 2017. Hope everyone is doing well within these full moon energies and the Mercury in retrograde. As I put out there, there's a lot of things we can do to help us out right now at this time. I really feel an energy for the feminine, that it's like things are just slowing down a bit so we can truly see what's gone on in the past year, how it's connected to what we've been through in the past as well, how we can kind of clear some of those things out. But it's really an odd energy. I'm feeling that things have been coming at us and messages and all these things, and now it's just like this lull and kind of a slowdown and kind of just to sit within those energies and recognize the things that we have accomplished and the things that we want to have for our future as we're getting toward the end of the year within our feminine energies, within, as I keep saying, our life purpose, but also within our relationship. You know, like that 3D relationship. What would that feel like? You know, a lot of the times we're so in the 5D and dealing with stuff and how we send love and do all those things. But what would it really feel like to be together physically in the 3D? What would that be like? Some of us may be a little bit fearful of that if we really take a step back and see, because the relationships we've had before in the 3D. So this is what I'm feeling right now, is that we're kind of in those energies. Recognizing what we truly desire is a good time to do this, especially since we're coming into a new year and wanting that new energy. You want to push that new energy starting the new year, kind of getting rid of anything that's been on us, right? So that's that time, that introspective time for us to recognize what we truly want to release. We're still within that full moon energy right now, so that's why I think we're having that slow down and feeling it. And then I feel like, boom, like by next week it should pick back up and we should move forward a little bit as what we were doing before. But for the masculine, I feel that they are in the energy of a little more hectic, a little more chaos, karmic things coming to a head, trying to release whatever they desire to release, but karmic things really coming to a head, because when it comes around this holiday as well, and I feel they're going to be a little more anxious. I mean, they have been, but even more so. Communication is going to be strained somewhat within their karmic situations. So it's going to be a push. Some of them are really going to just make that disconnect, I'm feeling, and come across with better communication toward the feminine. If not in the 3D, definitely in the 5D, you're going to feel a little bit more from them. Even though this time is a busy time, they're going to be missing our feminine energy, okay? So they're going to recognize, wow, I really missed this even more so. And for those that have not come in contact with their twin flame yet, know that those energies are there. The feeling of, I recognize something is missing. I'm not wanting this type of feminine energy around me anymore in this karmic situation. And I'm going on, it's time, you know, even with those New Year's resolutions, it's time to step within, the masculine is time to step within himself. I'm feeling that he is wanting more for himself, getting more in his heart center and wanting more for himself. So let's see what they're wanting to tell us about this week, and the energies that we can be aware of to take hold of and help us. But that's kind of what I'm feeling for the masculine. And then for those who are physically together, but we're still not in union, we're physically together, and we're working on all these things. The feminine is still within, you know, that slow down and recognizing, okay, what do I truly desire? Even, like, what am I desiring, even with I'm with this person, what am I desiring more from that masculine energy from him? You know, really sitting in that, because right now, it's just really introspective type stuff for the feminine. And for the masculine energies, people that are kind of together, physically together, a little bit of anxiety based on, okay, how can I make things better? You know, what do I need to work on? Because they're recognizing the feminine is coming more into her feminine energies, feeling more grounded within them, and recognizing more of what's needing to be released around her feminine energies. And so the masculine now is kind of feeling, okay, what can I do to make things better? How can I step up? So it's their turn, right? So even people are getting healings for their masculine, that's a good time now because they're feeling it and going, what can I do to make things better? How can I make this relationship a little more open, having better communication? Because as we know right now with Mercury in retrograde, it's about communication. So it's recognizing their kind of the things that they add to the communication, things that they're lacking within communication, maybe trying to give messages a little bit nicer, because in the past we've not necessarily gotten them in the nice way, but we recognize it now, right, feminine, and so we can take it for what it is, but I have a feeling they're softening up. There's more in the heart, less of this recognizing the feminine energy in the karmic way and negativity, and more in a loving partner, because it's not a needy energy anymore from the feminine. Right? Right? We're not being needy. We're recognizing our own power and enjoying it. Like sitting in it right now. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like, woo, this energy I'm getting. So, here we go. So, for the masculine, the basis of the relationship with love this week is the Emperor, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Wow, so it's a number 4, which is 1111, is wishes come true. So this is very strong, lovely arcana. Not feeling protected, but like I said, it's almost like, yeah, all this karmic stuff is around them, and they're like, what am I doing? What do I want to do here? It's all like swirling around them, and they're trying to organize things, figure it out, be disciplined, and be a leader within their own life, of saying, this is not just going to happen around me anymore. I'm stepping out of this. It's almost like this karmic cocoon around them that they're going, you know what? I can have strength. I can cut this, starts cutting things away even more so, because that communication is going to be strained. Things are going to be happening around them that's just going to be really recognizing the feminine energy that they do not desire within their karmic situations, and feeling more of our feminine energy and wanting that. There's going to be this, like I said, a melting away. Like the veil is going to be lifted even more so because of this full moon and having these truth energies, that they're going to see even more and more of the muck that is around them, and then be like, you know what? I am the leader within this. This is my life, and I can decide which direction I want to go in, what I want to let go of, and what I truly desire moving toward. So that's great. So the base of the relationship with love this week for the feminine is, oh wow, release. That's what I was talking about. Let go of the past, and ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. Definitely. And this is a number 4 as well. So these are wishes are coming true. Okay. So I was urged to be like, we're having gifts given to us right now. It is the season, but for the collective and for the union and, for us on this journey, we are being given gifts if we can just open up and see them in between all the other stuff that's going on in the 3D. So this is the gift. Like with this moon, with these Mercury and retrograde energies, we're able to see what's going on. It may be a little upsetting, but we're able now to release the past things, letting them go and ending the way for new opportunities for within our feminine energy without all the baggage, right? So it's kind of the same thing together, right? That's what I'm saying. So we have had such strength in this, and it's really coming at us. And I feel this, now we're just kind of sitting in it and feeling like, okay, what am I wanting to release? What am I feeling here that needs to go? How am I going to do that? How am I going to get this and release it? And a lot of people are doing that work, that healing work, and it's amazing. And then for the masculine, like I said, I'm feeling that it's all like swirling around them. It's all about them. Like it's just getting at them, poking at them. They're in more of the negative energy surrounding the Mercury in retrograde, where the feminine is more in the positive energies of just being within it, like within the flow and just feeling it, okay? But this is like swirling around them and everything, and they're needing Archangel Michael energy to be like, okay, I cut this cord, this is not for me. And so within our, like I say, the basis of the relationship and the relationship with love, within our love, within our union, we're coming toward, and I said like gifts, these two numbers together make it 8. Our abundance coming more toward us, because the feminine's releasing the past and opening up to receive, recognizing, what we desire, we deserve, and opening to receive. And then the masculine is just going like, okay, I'm cutting these things away for this love, for the love of myself, on the love of my heart, right? Because the karmic stuff goes on the heart. So getting more, like I said, heart-centered, and this stuff just flowing away. So I also decided within we're going to do something a little new within the past energies, the present energies, and the future energies. We're going to see what those are, and then I'm going to do a little bit of what we can be aware of to pay attention to heal some of this stuff that's going on, because I know a lot of these energies that are being upsetting toward us right now, there's something we can hold on to help us heal a little bit, okay? So I'm going to add an extra card there to help us heal some of this stuff. So for the past energies that to be aware of this week surrounding the masculine is 5 of Fire. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others, as I felt. Okay? But he's within his passion. But this stuff is still there. This karmic stuff is still there. But as we know, he's got this arcana of being the emperor and saying, no, this is my time. I'm within my heart center. I recognize what I desire. And this argument, this war, it doesn't need to go on. Okay? Competing, bothersome details, conflict. These conflicts, he's picking and choosing his battles, once again, but they're from the past. These are these past energies that keep coming back at him from these karmic situations because he hasn't fully released them. Now's the time, because we're coming to the new year. We're coming into a new energy, so it's time to release even more for him. But I'm going to use that, get that card out. It's a 5, so it's a positive change within this. He's having that passion and that desire to get rid of the competition, the bothersome details, and the conflict that's gone on in his karmic year, okay? His karmic life, okay? So this past year, that's what they're trying to get into and get rid of with these big super full moon energies. And for the feminine to be aware from the past energies is 10 of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So yes, from the past, recognizing like it's a number 1, 2, but taking steps to because we've been stepping more into our divine purpose, recognizing these things and being open to receive, feeling money as that feminine energy, a nurturing thing, we're having more of a flow. So we are recognizing that from our past, we had some issues surrounding all this, but now there's a better flow. This week, we're going to have a better flow. Those blockages are going to be lifted. Like I said, our abundance is going to come through somewhat more, and we're going to just feel better about all of this. But this is why I was feeling that some of these things are needing to be healed, and this is why I'm doing that extra card for y'all, okay, for the collective to just focus on, okay? So in these past energies, I had a feeling that because we're releasing stuff from the past, all this stuff was going to be coming up. So making, planning for moving on from where we are in a way that if this job does not serve or these things are not serving me, it's moving on from that. It's all these past things that we've held on to in a way, feeling comfortable with, but it's not. It's time to release them. And this is what it's saying. These past energies are here for us to pay attention to, so the masculine can cut them away and the feminine can release them, okay? So within the present energies this week to be aware of for the masculine, nice, the dreamer. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Because yes, they have this going on here. That's the basis, the grounding of it all. And so they can start dreaming about the new year coming along, the new energy that's coming along. And then taking that leap of faith to say, no more with this. I'm feeling what I want now. This is where I'm moving toward. This is where I'm going to open up and possibly communicate as well. So wonderful. Lovely arcana already. And so in the present energy for the feminine is Prince of Spring. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So feeling more passion within your relationship, but taking that immediate action when something comes up, sit within it and then release it. Okay? Get rid of all that darkness within. Anything that's been holding on to us, been bothering us, even more so. We may not even be aware of it at times, but at this time, it's going to come to light, okay? It's going to be surrounding, it's going to be communicated to us, right? And that's what you can use Mercury in retrograde for, is recognizing these things, that they poke at you, if they cause you problems, even if it's like electrical things or things like that, or your phone's not working right, and what does that bring up in you? Because when we're trying to learn this unconditional love and our passion for this journey that we're on, to have that, yes, but we're trying to learn that unconditional love. Unconditional love means being able to just take a deep breath and go with everything, accept everything, no matter what someone's saying to you, no matter what's going on around you, allowing them to be who they are, including the masculine, Okay, and right now he's that dreamer, so that's a good thing. And he's letting go of even more karmic stuff, stepping more into his divine masculine energies. And so this is what we're seeing him as, right? We're going to keep doing that, recognizing our passionate relationship and taking immediate action to just let these things go. A challenge you can successfully manage. Any of this coming at us, we can let it go. Why are we letting it all go? Even surrounding the masculine, if you are having to know about the 3D and the karmic situation, recognize him like this. Okay, it's a challenging situation, but we can deal with it. And even if it's energy surrounding him that was hurtful toward us, that's coming through right now, we can manage it and we can release it. I was going to put a card there too to help what we can focus on to help do that at this time. So in the present, the future energy sphere for the masculine this week is King of Earth. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. Like I was saying, okay, so they really are moving forward. Opportunities are going to come to them because they're releasing the other stuff that has been stuck in them, okay, which is stuck on the heart, is opening the heart chakra, and so things they truly are desire, their intuition is coming to them in a better way, right? So this is a good week, like I felt for the masculine. It's just a lot of it is around him having to make these decisions and letting it go away. And then coming into this generous, professional, responsible, practical, the Midas touch. Everything now he's going toward is going to be golden for him. And golden, the color yellow, is solar plexus chakra. So it's toward his divine purpose and what's divinely best for him within his masculine energies. And so the future energies to be aware of this week for the feminine is, like I thought, the Tower, life experience, recognizing all this stuff that's gone on in our life, right? And letting it go. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So, yeah, letting go of any of that negativity from the past, even surrounding our life purpose, surrounding our masculine energy, our true masculine as well, okay? It's a life-changing event. We're changing our life. We're rewriting it. Okay, we're going to start over anew, especially coming into this new year. You want to let go of any of the stuff that was stuck in there about masculine energy, about your masculine, about the karmic situations that are around there. Step more into your feminine energies, recognizing that you are this attractive, beautiful, divine feminine. Putting that energy out there, and then he has to come through. It's just the way it is. We're on this journey. We have this path that we're on, and he has to come through. The more we step into our feminine energies and our divine purpose, feminine, it has to move forward, okay? Recognize that. So paying attention to it in the 3D all the time, what's the use, right? Spend more time on you. Spend more time getting into your place where you're comfortable and you're happy within your feminine energy and feeling good within you. And you know everything else changes around you. It's a life-changing thing. So all these things are coming through. It's about releasing any negative energy surrounding masculine energy and what has gone on in our past. But all these things are coming through right now because we're going to have this come apart. And we're going to put it all back together in a better way. In a more positive way, a new way, okay? It's a new life for us. Release all the past. Release the past life for this new life that you desire, okay? So when you're hanging on to it and upset all the time about it, is it being released? No. So now's the time we really have. We're sitting in this as this time to go, okay, it's time to get rid of that and get rid of that. You know, it's go in your closet and start throwing stuff away that no longer serves you, does not fit your body, it's not right for you, right? That's that clearing out. Okay, so the energies to be aware of that might be holding the masculine back in the 3D is 6 of water. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children. Romanticizing the past. So emotions-wise, okay? And I forgot to say something else. I remember, I saw it was like a 6. Oh, here. In these past energies, okay, it adds up a 5 and a 10. It adds up to a 6. So it's all about love. The love is going to come through. Even though we are having this competing goals and all this stuff, the love is going to shine through, okay? Even though we're a little bit like, oh, our finances and can we do this and what will this family, you know, feel like and what is this? We can do this because it's love and love is guiding it. Unconditional love is guiding us through it. Any of those past energies we're having some issues with, look toward the love. Know that the love is in your heart. Know that the love is in the union. Unconditional love is most important there. Okay? So being able to see the love within any situation that's coming through, the lesson of love that's in there. Okay, so sorry, here back again. 6 of water, which is a 6, which is a love, and having loving emotions. But these things are like romanticizing the past in the way of not necessarily being truly able to let go. Those emotions are still stuck there. But as we know, he's going to still cut at these things, and he's going to start thinking of the future and in the present of what he's feeling, what he desires, but also start thinking toward the future of that king of earth, having that Midas touch and things really being right for him because his heart is more in it and in recognizing his emotions. So still some of this emotion might be stuck there from the past, but helping him release that. Be aware of that, masculine. You know what? Yeah, you can romanticize the past all you want about, okay, but this was good about it and that was good about it, but it's not good for you anymore. It's not serving you anymore because now you feel the feminine energy, in the true feminine energy instead of that type of karmic feminine energy that the masculine's always kind of been around. They're starting to feel that. So things are going to flow and they're going to see the love anyway. So yes, this is here. This is to be aware of, okay? And anyone who's attached that has children and things like that, these things are going to be holding them back in the 3D, but they're going to flow through them because they're going to recognize love. And what the most important things is unconditional love and showing love toward those children, toward these family issues, okay? So it might be holding the feminine back in the 3D. Ooh, the Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. Right, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, celebrating our accomplishments. Now, these things may come up and remind us that this is what we've been through. Oh my gosh, am I still holding on to that? What's wrong with me? No, celebrate the fact that this stuff is coming up and you can get rid of it now. Right? Celebrate the fact that how far you've come, how far you've moved forward. Okay? And the divine is there saying, come on, I'm giving you these things, I'm showing you these things so that you can have success from this self-discipline of getting in there, getting rid of it, and being okay. Now, I mean, we're really being given that time. We have been so busy in a way, push, 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 and then now it's kind of like, oh, what now? And they're going to show us these things, and they're going to help us through them. Okay, this is what's going to help us move forward. And it's an arcana. So, okay, instead of holding back and being scared about or upset with yourself, celebrate the accomplishments you've made. Look back in the beginning of this year and how far you've come, because we all have. Okay, we all have. We've been urged to, and we have. So recognizing the celebration of your feminine energies within releasing any of those negative masculine energies. Okay, so what positive action is there for the masculine this week? Ooh, unity. Wow. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So a change of the people that are around him, right? Releasing some of these things that just don't work for him, as I said, and getting more toward what does, feeling more of that. Yeah, and releasing any of those, traditional viewpoints of you have to stick in it. You got to stay within this relationship that doesn't work because you made this decision and you made this commitment. Well, guess what? You made this commitment to something else even better, and that's the union. And so there's a positive change within the union energy surrounding the masculine, because also the feminine is helping with that by being more positive about the masculine energy. So very nice. Archangel Sandalphon, traditional viewpoints flowing away, right? All this stuff around him is cutting away, flowing away, and these things that he has from the past that he's romanticizing are flowing away for this positive action of him sitting within positive change within the union, recognizing that there is a more like-minded, like-spirited, like-hearted people or person out there, okay? So for the feminine, the positive action to be aware of this week is 3 of spring. Plan your next steps with an eye on the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So this is what I'm saying. Recognize that you're doing this. It's a job well done. It is upsetting when it comes up. It can be very upsetting, but you are doing well. You can make the plans for the next step, like plans for next year in a way, toward the long term of what type of feminine you desire, knowing you're protected within this. And you can manifest that number 3. You can manifest all these things that you desire. And a job well done within your passion, within your feminine energy. Okay, that's your positive action this week. You can step into that energy, or you can sit here and be like, oh, am I moving forward? Is this getting better? Yes, celebrate, recognize, celebrate. Yes, you are. All these energies are getting better and better because you're releasing the negativity. You're releasing the things that are holding you back. I know a lot of us feel stuck, and then nothing's really changing with this in this relationship. Nothing's changing, but see, it's not just about the relationship. It's about the union, and it's about what the union has been asked to do within the divine purpose. So the more you work on you, which you've been told several times by many people, work on yourself, work on yourself. Well, you know, there are certain things to work on, and this is what I put out there, and hopefully that has helped you, and you are working on those things, and now you can plan the next step on working on that, and having a long-term idea of, like I said in the beginning, what would this be like in the 3D? This is part of the thing, too. We're so in the 5D, and we're so trying to figure out how to do this and get communication and that, and what is he doing, what's karmically happening, instead of, wow, what would it feel like in the 3D to actually be physically together? Okay, and those who are physically together, what would it feel like to have that better bond, that better relationship on a higher level? What would that feel like? So that can come to you, so we can manifest it, so we can have a job well done and feel satisfied because we are manifesting what we truly desire. That is our positive action for this week. Okay, so while you're sitting there and releasing things, replace it with, what do I desire within this? When this thing comes up that it was upsetting to you, or didn't work, or from the, you know, the relationship you possibly had with your masculine and the things you didn't like about him, well, replace it with what you would desire from him. Okay, that's part of the release. And that's part of helping him clear out that karmic stuff and step more into his masculine energy. So what might help the masculine move forward is the moon. Yeah, it's important psychic insights, events behind the scene. Release fears that hold you back, and that's part of it. That karmic energy is that fear surrounding any type of relationship, even the relationship with the feminine. Right? Are they good enough? Can they be that masculine energy? Is it going to be like all my karmic relationships? All these things going around them, but like the messages that came through. And it's so cool because you have here the emperor, and there he is, and he's like, okay, all this karmic stuff is around me. And then you have the moon. The truth comes out, and there she is. The true divine feminine within her purpose, just gorgeous and wonderful. That's the energy that he's going to realize, getting rid of any of this energy around feminine energy. So it's both of us having to release from the past what we felt about feminine energy and masculine energy. And so the truth's coming through. It's a number 9. He's going to then get rid of whatever's not helping him, having those insights and seeing the things that are going on behind the scenes, because those messages are going to be coming through for him. So unbelievable arcana this week, okay? These are things that are definitely happening, that are definitely taking hold. Now, we can be in the positive part of it, or we can sit here in the past and let the past sit around us and continue to create these energies that we no longer desire. We desire these energies, okay? We desire even these energies. Even though it's the tower coming down, it's a life-changing event. A situation leads to significant opportunities, okay? New opportunities within the love, within the masculine energies being around us, right? Us recognizing what we truly desire, because we're getting rid of the negative ones from our past life, getting this new life experience, okay? Putting a positive in front of that. So what might help the feminine move forward is 6 of winter. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. Love within love. Okay, the love of self, the love of the masculine energy, the love of this journey, taking each step, picking up every gift. Okay, we're getting gifts now. I promise you, if you can see the gift within your situation and be thankful and grateful for it. And then moving forward with this chariot. Okay, so that's going to help us move forward, is recognize the positive changes are on the way, the changes, because we're focusing on the positive, what we desire. Knowing we deserve it now in our energies, and the divine wants to give it to us, and we can open to receive. So, the divine energy surrounding the masculine this week is the world. Unbelievable. I knew it was like this weird week, but it was going to be amazing. It's not necessarily those negative energies. It's recognizing them and getting rid of them. And so then this is what we have. And for the masculine of the world, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Taking the right path away from that karmic energy, that deep, dark stuff, toward enlightenment, toward the light, toward truly what they are, what they desire, what they can create, what they can manifest in the world. Because this, in the world, yeah, because the masculine energy is a major manifester. Okay, once he recognized what he truly desired, and definitely in the 3D. They're always the one in the 3D. The feminine is a little bit more but once we recognize it, that we don't have to hold on to our masculine energy to do that in our feminine, beautiful, sensual, sexual energy, which is not bad or wrong or shameful, or, you know, that's part of the stuff we're releasing. We're recognizing the beauty of it because we are more in ourself and we attract more of what we truly desire. It's the same thing for the masculine. He has all that karmic stuff on his heart. He can't get in there. Once he starts releasing it, he gets into that heart center, he gets into the intuition, his masculine opens up more. But we know he starts in the sacral chakra. That's where he starts. The feminine starts in the heart. So, and what divine energies to be aware of on the world. See, we're both in the same place right now, getting ready for the new year, releasing these things. Now, I feel for the feminine, we're just kind of floating around with it, right? And the masculine is really coming at him, and there's not such great communication within his karmic energies, and it's frustrating him, so it's upsetting him. And he's wanting to go, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done. I've had it. I've had enough of it. I'm moving on. I'm ready to. And so we both have the world. This is why I love doing, you know, the both decks to see where we are. Are we in the kind of in the same place? And so, yeah, we are. So a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So this is a beautiful week for us as long as we recognize these energies to step into. Get out of the past, recognize the new, a brand new relationship we can start within. Recognizing what we desire within it and start within it. All these gifts are being given to us. See them as gifts. Okay? Release any negativity surrounding it, please, because I want the best for all of us. In this collective reading, this is amazing. These energies are so great for us to grab onto and say, yeah, okay, there's always a gift within our crisis. We come out of it and we gain something. We always gain something from it. So recognizing that right away. So when it comes at you, knowing, okay, this is happening. How do I navigate it? And what do I take from it? And how do I release the rest of it? Take the lesson as the blessing and send it away. Let it go. And so the outcome energies to be aware of this week for the masculine is Knight of Water. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So balancing his emotions more so. So getting out of that ego, getting more into his emotions, and having that flow, falling in love with the idea of falling in love with the idea of the new feminine energy, truly. Getting rid of that karmic idea of feminine energy. And that is part of it. We have these karmic situations to teach us, right? For us to recognize what we truly desire and what we do not. It's like I was saying to a client, you know, they say you have to know how to lose in order to know how to win and feel really good about that. So it's kind of like that. We go through this, we're poked at, these things happen to us. So we recognize when we get toward this relationship, when it's getting better and better, we are so thankful. We are so happy because we've been on the other side. We recognize it. We're not going to take it for granted. We're not going to take it for granted. So that's why we're releasing all this stuff so we don't take it for granted and we don't get back together and then do this stuff again. We're releasing that. And so for the outcome energies for the feminine viewer of Prince of Summer, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yeah, so staying grounded during all this stuff going on from the past and releasing that. But isn't it great? So for the outcome, we're in the same place too. So what I'm saying, we're coming together on, again, within our energies and what's going on because of all the work we've done. And so for the new year, I feel like we're going to be starting off in the same kind of energies and attracting one another even more so within these emotional situations and emotion. Unbelievable. I mean, this right here is a 17, which is the star, right, which is the wishes come true. It's also an 8, like I said, for our abundance, the abundance coming toward us much more so. Then we have the 5 for positive change. The 9 for everything ending with the moon, releasing any of that stuff. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Okay, 14. That's a 5. So all this positive change. And then we have, geez, 2, 4, a 6 for that love. And then with a 5 and the 6 makes a 1. New love, right? So I said this new beginning in a way. New love coming through. And then we have 8, 12, 13, 14, 5. Positive change here as well. As long as we recognize how much we've moved forward, instead of looking back and saying, geez, I haven't done anything, not true. Even as a collective. And everyone that's been helping out, getting their personal stuff done, is helping the collective as well. So continue, keep going, because we're coming to that crunch, to the end of the year. We want to start off really in our light, in our enlightenment, really bright, and the masculine comes up behind, and all the people have been doing healings for their masculine as well. Thank you, because it's helping. It's helping. We can see. We're in these energies together. The divine is surrounding us with the world. A new direction, new opportunities coming through this week, and then falling in love again with the true divine energies, divine masculine energy, divine feminine energy. All right, so I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do those cards now, or do I want to... Yeah, I'm going to do the what's going on in the 3D, so those cards can kind of like help with that too. Excuse my dog for barking. It's one of those days. I just feel like, you know, the energy is the masculine is on task, and the feminine is just kind of sitting there going, okay, what can I do? You know? All right, so the base of the relationship with love this week within the 3D is reflection. Yeah, like I said, looking back, right, at all this stuff that started last year, you know, and what we were wanting and desiring, even within our emotion, and trying to kind of thaw it out and be like, okay, so what do we want for the year to come? And really reflecting on it so we can then, for the feminine, release any of the stuff that does not serve us, and then the masculine cut away at all this karmic stuff that's in his karmic cocoon, right? So having that reflection and hopefully recognizing how far we've come. Even though it might not be exactly where we thought we should be, we've still made progress, recognizing that. Okay, so it's also thawing out those emotions that have kind of, we've frozen or pushed down because we didn't really feel them. We got tired of feeling them. Well, it's time to release them too. Within the 3D, they're helping us thaw it all out and release it. It's coming to light and releasing it. So the past energies to be aware of within the 3D is release. Yeah. So isn't this great? We got this going on, okay? We're looking back and going, okay, but in the past energies, which is a good one, we're getting the sunshine there to melt all this stuff away and let it flow out. And releasing. So releasing this stuff from the past, okay, is within those energies, which is great within the 3D. You got the winter solstice, the autumnal equinox, so it's like paying attention to all the, like, as the seasons change, we change too, right? So change is good. This is all about change and letting things flow out, and so new can come through. All right, so in the present energies to be aware of in the 3D is vulnerability, meadow, yeah, vulnerability. They're having those dreams. Kind of makes the masculine a little vulnerable, right? But vulnerable to the heart now, instead of the karmic energies. Opening up the heart more so, instead of having all those karmic energies on it. And then we're vulnerable within the challenges that are going on, but we have this passionate relationship and becoming more vulnerable as our divine feminine energies opening up within our sacral chakra, within our heart, and feeling more of the loving energy surrounding the masculine. Like I said, more of our passion and focusing on the masculine, the one we truly desire in the 3D, and it's opening up for vulnerability, for things to come through for your heart and for your abundance. This is all about abundance again this week, gifts being given to us, if we can recognize them, okay? So with the future energies within the 3D to be aware of is emergence, dragonfly, coming out more and more in our divine energies, having that life experience, things falling apart, releasing that so we can step more and more into our divine energies. And so that, yeah, a successful time, having the Midas touch, yeah, more in his divine purpose, recognizing it, moving more toward love, because that really is the divine purpose, that unconditional love. And so to be aware of what might be holding us back within the 3D this week. Yeah, the darkness, the wake-up call that's coming from this moon, you know, letting it flow instead of just being like, oh, I'm not paying attention to that. Let me move on. You know, I already dealt with that. I'm good. Well, are you? If it's popping up, it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to look at these emotions that you might be romanticizing from the past, letting them go, masculine. And for the feminine, it's that wake-up call to recognize that, you know, that self-discipline to let these things go. Okay. So, positive action to be aware of this week within the 3D is effortless. Yes, let it flow, like I'm saying, like a waterfall. Let the emotions flow. Let your time flow. Try not to be so controlling over things. Let things flow to you and then be able to release them in a flow. Doing it in a positive manner. Let it flow in, recognize it, and then let it flow out. Let emotions flow. Let love for self flow. Even for him with this unity, recognizing that there are better things for him. And then we have the 3 of spring. What kind of feminine energy do we really want in the long term? And masculine energy around us. Just let all those messages and information and love flow effortlessly. Trying not to block anything, even within the ego. Recognizing the ego. Recognizing things from the past and just going, okay, no, let me let go of this. And not have to make such an effort because we're being helped definitely by the divine. They're definitely giving all of this to us as a gift. It's a blessing in disguise, as they say. So we can let it go effortlessly because it's not even taking the effort to look for it. It's coming to us. And so we can go, oop, and I'm going to let it go and let it flow. Okay, so the energy there from the 3D to be aware of to help us move forward is full moon completion. Okay, being able to get rid of all this stuff, completing it with the full moon energies. Okay, so they're lingering this week. And like this is on top of the moon for the masculine, important psychic insights, events, behind the scenes, release fears and that hold you back. Yeah, fears that are holding him back, those karmic things that are holding him back, releasing them. That's definitely happening, okay, because it's an arcana. So completion with the full moon and us having positive changes because we are, yeah, welcoming relief from troubled times within love, okay? So any of this stuff here, what we're reflecting on in the winter solstice, here it is, 6 of winter. We're having all that stuff come through and just releasing any of it, any disappointment of what didn't happen for us this year. But recognizing it's coming, it's coming. We're releasing all this stuff. We were to recognize it. We did have that pause around, what was it, September, October or so? We did have a pause. Because everything was needing to shift. Well, now it's shifted back to where it needs to be. And so we have this completion in the 3D with this moon. So I knew these moon energies could be very helpful for us if we see the positive in it. Okay? And so what's surrounding us from the divine within the 3D to be aware of? Breathe. All that karmic stuff going away, moving more toward our divine purpose. Okay? The karmic stuff being released. They're there for us to just breathe through it, right? Breath. Take a breath. Through all this karmic stuff and all the forest. You can see through the forest, through the trees, right here. In your divine purpose. Stepping more into the keep going, keep going. That's all they're saying to me is keep going. The world is ahead of you. We're getting rid of this stuff around you. If you recognize it and release it, we're getting rid of it. We're surrounding us this week to really take that breath and release. How much do we have to release? Like I can pull up how many cards? Life experience, release. There's so much for us to release feminine, and therefore the masculine is doing it too. This, as it comes to the end of the year, everything just starts to speed up. And for us, we're sitting in it to recognize, okay, we're going to have that moment that we go, yep, and then boom, things are going to start over again. And the masculine right now is all sped up doing it, okay? So, for the outcome energies to be aware of in the 3D this week, childhood innocence, getting back to the innocence of our heart, releasing that karmic stuff to get back to the innocence of our hearts, to the innocence of this union, the journey, starting off afresh anew. okay, for the next year. So all this stuff that's going on, they're wanting this for us. Starting off fresh and new, falling in love again, like I said, with the journey, with the union, with your masculine, with your feminine, those true energies instead of all the gunk and karmic stuff that's been around them. All right, so let's see about what to expect this week with romance, what energies around us that we can take hold of, recognize, and feel really good in, knowing that these changes are coming, and being very grateful, very thankful always for what they're surrounding us with, the world, being able to go in any direction. And we want to go in the positive one. We want to keep going, like they said. Take that breath. No matter what comes at us, keep going. Don't stop now. We've traveled so far. Okay. I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me. Right? That's where we are right now, truly, with this unconditional love. And I know you can show me, is what we're saying. So the base of the relationship with love for this romance this week is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And aren't we definitely at this time? We're reflecting on what went on in the 3D, and we're working even more on this partnership of being like, oh, and so it's like, feminine, don't look away. Recognize your true masculine. I know the energies have been stressful, they've been upsetting, they've been hurtful, but we recognize now they're giving us messages. And the more we recognize that and the gift of that, we can work on it and move forward in that too. So we got the Emperor, we got the release going on, you know, karmic stuff going away. We're giving this relationship a chance, right? We've traveled so far. Okay, and so from the past energies to be aware of with this romance, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So clear the energy. There's the release. Clear the energy of those competing goals and those conflicts with karmic energy. And these are worries about, you know, how this family's going to work and how the finances and all that stuff for the feminine, right? Stepping more into her abundance and releasing any of that past energy and releasing your ex. And so I'm going to help you with that card, to help you to focus on whatever it is that's going to help you release all this past energy, which we're talking about here. Okay? So, and even releasing, you know, clearing the energy of all that karmic stuff, but releasing the ex, releasing the karmic. And I don't even like to call it, you know, karmic anymore. I really feel like it's nicer just to say the soulmate. Because it's lessons learned. They're both learning from it all, and it's something that was needed to be done in order to step more into unconditional love and recognizing the beauty of a true relationship. Okay, so within the present to this week, the energy to be aware of within romance is retreat. Yeah, it's time to disconnect from the world. It's time to disconnect from the world so we can get this world. Okay, having that vulnerability, opening up to whatever energies are flowing through, disconnecting from the 3D world, right? Of him going more into his dreams, and the feminine going more toward what the masculine truly is to her, what energies she's truly desiring, and then that helps the masculine dream about it and think, oh, I could be like this and I could do that, right? But it's like time to disconnect from the world, time to disconnect from the karmic stuff, become more vulnerable, go within and recognize the things that you truly desire. That's part of it, yeah, definitely. And definitely, you know, along this path, along this journey, how you're going to walk more toward the union, more toward the aisle, more toward love and what we truly desire. And this is what he's dreaming about too, is how does he get these things to come to him? How does he get his true feminine energy to come to him? And so within the future energies to be aware of within romance is, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Yeah, there's not enough, the relationship of the negative energies around, it's not happening anymore. We're releasing any of that we've been attracting. The feminine's coming more and emerging in, masculine and feminine are emerging more in the divine energies because of the divine purpose of that Midas touch. It's a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities. Opportunities moving more toward this energy of masculine and feminine energies. Us recognizing our life experiences, how they have changed us in the way, moving further away from our feminine energy. We're going to get back in there. We're going to get back into understanding the masculine energy and how beautiful it is, helping it emerge, and releasing any of this stuff that no longer serves us. I mean, it's beautiful. In the past, it's like release the ex, clear that energy, and moving toward the future, more energy being cleared within karmic energy. And this is truly, though, the unrequited love of like, this says release your ex, which pretty much means release the past, okay? Clear your energy. But this means literally releasing someone or something that is holding him back from being with the feminine, okay? So that's good. And our life experience, our tower coming down for the feminine, is going to help us rebuild our feminine energy, so he recognizes it and wants to come toward it more. Recognizing a better feminine energy instead of a karmic soulmate type energy that was just a lesson to be learned. So he can appreciate our energy even more. And so what might be holding us back in the 3D when it comes to romance is trust. Yeah, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Total faith. Recognizing that the masculine is going to get out of that romanticizing whatever went on and come more toward love with his emotion. And the feminine, how far we've come, even with, you know, from last year in the winter, well, the beginning of the year in the winter time, right? Seeing how far we've come. Have trust and have faith that, yes, this is happening. This will come to be what we truly desire, and then some, okay? We're not even, I mean, we can't even fathom how amazing it can be. Right? So there we go. So positive action to be aware of within romance is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So getting to know one another in a better divine energy. Not the past, not what's gone on before, but in the divine energy that we're stepping more and more into. And having it be effortless, letting it flow. Him recognizing a better surrounding for him, better spiritual community, seeking out the better advice, right? And understanding the like-minded, like-spirited individual, which is us. And we're recognizing what more we want to put out there as our feminine or in our long-term plans, and then getting to know these real people that we instead of all that happened to us and created us to kind of stuff it all down and be upset and be in this negative energy. It's all about release this week, even within romance and the ideas of the feminine and masculine energies. And so for the romance to help us move forward this week, deception, take off those masks. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, taking off the mask. And there it is, the divine, taking off the mask, and then he takes off the mask, and we recognize who we truly are. Getting to know one another without these masks. Okay? The completion of wearing these masks. The truth coming through, and the challenge being over now because the masks are being taken off with the truth of this full moon completion. Really seeing the divine energies for what they are. And within the 3D even, recognizing what do I desire within the 3D? What would make me most happy? Okay, so the divine energy surrounding romance this week is passion. Yes. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Have that passion for the divine energies, recognizing he's coming back like that, okay? And just let it happen. Let it wash over you. Take that breath. Let all that karmic stuff go away, and we can go in any direction with this world. Job well done getting there. They're surrounding us with that energy. Wouldn't it be great if we just took hold of it and went with it, right? Let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. And so the outcome energies to be aware of within the romance: new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yes, the new divine energies. Because with this moon, it's a beautiful moon. A lot of things out there are saying negative things about it, but you know what? It's a beautiful one for us. Let's step into those energies, right? Let's take them. Let's do it. They're giving it to us. A new love, like I said, a new innocence, a new love for this journey, for the union, for the masculine and the feminine energies as they truly are, releasing any of this karmic stuff from the past. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the new cards, where what we can focus on to help us at this time within the past energies, within the present energies, and within the future energies. Okay. And let's do what's holding us back in the 3D again, too, with that trust. So, I'll get two for those. So these are the cards I use to help with the reactivation of the DNA. really beautiful, wonderful healing. Okay, so within the past energies to be aware of to help us out here is compassion. So number 6, there's that love. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Definitely. Really clearing our energy, right? Releasing any of those things that keep us with these conflicts and that have us worried about family life and how everything's going to come together and the finances and how I'm going to provide and what am I going to do and what's my feminine energy like, oh my gosh. Okay, so what's helping with that is that compassion. The frequency of compassion supports the ability to stand by others without judgment, no conflicts, no judgment of self, and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, between this karmic stuff and between what's divine for us. And then spirit and matter, so that unconditional love, that is the most important thing about our divine purpose, right, can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Very nice. That's what we focus on right now to clear up all this past stuff. Have that compassion. Have that unconditional love like I've been urging, right? So within the present, to help us out, is the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as our physical world. So really, you know, it's saying like retreat, right, from the world and then ground within the root chakra the passion that we desire and the security, feeling safe in our body, within our feminine energy, and like even this color, you know, it's red, but still rooting the stuff in the 3D that we truly desire. The masculine's dreams, right? And the being that vulnerable, because we disconnect from our ego and become really vulnerable within our heart and within those things, and then ground them, helping them ground these beautiful things, this passionate relationship, helping that ground in the 3D. Okay, so focus on the root chakra. Write it out in your present to ground whatever comes through and is upsetting to you, release it, and then ground a more positive, passionate relationship within divine energies, and more dreamy more dreams being grounded for the masculine. What he truly desires within his masculine energy, what you desire in your feminine, and what you desire together within your union energies of masculine and feminine. Okay, so within the future energies to be helped with is delight. And number 19 to me is the union, right? So you have this compassion, you're grounding it within your root in the 3D, and then in the future energies to help delight. So even though these things are coming through and, you know, the tower is coming at you, the divine is doing that, but it's for the union and the delight that you will feel now for the union, for the divine purpose, and for your divine energies. So the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others, and that's because of the union, okay? And it's a new beginning, so getting rid of all that karmic stuff, emerging more toward the union, okay? Recognizing this is going to help us heal all that. So be joyful and delightful that, yes, this stuff is coming. These gifts are coming to us because of the union. And so for what's grounding us in the 3D and helping us have that trust and faith and get the wake-up call and move forward for the feminine, the masculine actually moving forward with his emotions out of the past and toward the future and having more consciousness. 17 wishes come true. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Yeah, exactly. And then 9, allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow the universe to become our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion, in that dance of the divine as well. So having that consciousness of our abundance as well, but having that consciousness of how far we've come, right, feminine, so we can keep going with that chariot, having that consciousness for the masculine of, yes, this was past feelings, but let's go toward the future, and allowing all these things to come through. That's that wake-up call, allowing them to come through without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. Absolutely beautiful. So this is definitely helping us with that. So let's go to what the masculine would like the feminine to know this week. What the feminine would like to say to the masculine. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. And that's what he's recognizing, like, okay, he's telling us, yeah, we're getting like a break, but it's definitely, you know, to recognize these things and then to be able to demonstrate love and put love toward whatever negativity has been going on in our past and even in this year. So find out what's important to the people you love and act on it, right? So taking it, and it's the number, it is number 6. Yeah, number 6, within love. So rest and relax within that love and then demonstrate it. Figure out what's best for you, 8, 12, 3, and then manifest it, right? So manifest that love. So recognizing even the green, all that negativity in the past, and recognizing and just be like, okay, and then demonstrate love. Okay, act on it in a more divinely guided way. Act on it in a knowing that the divine masculine energy is a wonderful energy. Your feminine energy is a wonderful energy. So he's telling us through his messages, as usual, that guess what? This stuff's coming at you. Be within it. It's time to take a break at pushing. Be within it. Recognize it for what it is. Find the loving parts of it and then act on those. Okay? Even within the masculine energy. Here from us, it's saying, ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support the support you need. So we're telling him, listen, we know this stuff is going on. Okay? So ask for help from the divine. Okay, when it comes to recognizing what truly and positive change and getting away from these things, recognizing that the divine is there to help you release these karmic things. Ask for the help, be open for it, and physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. So we're also saying, okay, we appreciate the fact of giving these messages to us in a more tender way instead of hitting us over the head with it. So it's like, we want the help, but please don't hit us over the head with the messages. But also, yes, masculine, you know that the divine is there to help you to release those karmic things. So it's both, once again, based on those karmic things and releasing them. Yeah, it's kind of like putting these all together. Yeah. Okay, so it starts off with rest and relaxation. All this stuff is coming at us, and we're just kind of within it. And then we ask for help, right? So the divine is coming through. We step within our true divine energies. No more negativity surrounding it anymore. And then in all this light, see how this is kind of muted and all that there, but then this is bright white light. And then here comes coming together better in our masculine and feminine energies. So sorry, I just see things and do things and keep going. All right, so what masculine energy is there this week to be aware of? And what feminine energy? Whoa. Okay, a lot of it. Yeah. For the masculine, Prometheus, altruism, being true to himself, recognizing and cutting off anything that's no longer there, that's of life, that's keep giving him his more masculine energy, getting rid of that karmic stuff, and then going toward his abundance within his heart, within his purpose, moving forward within the 3D and getting his abundance. Being like overtaking all this karmic energy and stepping more into his heart and more in his divine purpose. So be aware of those energies. Okay. Okay. So for the feminine, amazing. Kuan Yin, compassion, right? Where's that compassion here for the past, compassion for all the things that are coming through and releasing them and getting more into our heart as well. More into the unconditional love, right? With that compassion. And then we have peace. Make peace with everything that's gone on. Make peace with these things and release them. Make peace with the masculine energy that's been surrounding us and upsetting us. Just make peace with it, because then we become this divine Freya, feminine. Irresistible to the masculine. Irresistible. Like I said, you step into your feminine more and more, you're irresistible. He has to come to you. So he's going to recognize the truth, altruism for this masculine energy and toward the feminine energy. And then get rid of the karmic, get more into his heart and get more into his divine purpose and receive the abundance that is there for him. Let's go to crystal for the masculine, crystal for the feminine. Let me put these back over here. Let me put those in. we go. So the masculine, yeah, positive change, number 5. Malachite, the subconscious mind. Malachite brings to light ingrained programming and toxic beliefs. An amulet against pain. This is a powerful stone for emotional transformation. Yep, transformation of his emotions from that past to coming to the future. It stimulates the survival instinct. Unconscious programs or belief cause psychosomatic disease. Go willingly into the depths. Therapy may be needed. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. Go where angels fear to tread to bring back insights for your own healing and that of others. Explore your depths. Danger threatens. Not all is as it seems in that karmic energy. Stand firm in your power. Have no fear. This is helping release that fear. You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces or powerful minds that manipulate you. Karmic energy. Learn psychic protection. Take a course to call up past life skills. Spread your wings. Do not become embroiled with a charismatic man. Yes. Well, become embroiled with your charismatic divine masculine. Detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions or recognizing deep psychosomatic causes of disease are a path to well-being. So, once again, they're clearing stuff out too, karmically. And this is going to help with that. And getting rid of those fears, as we've seen. Having those fears. And so for the feminine, yay, I love this. Number 21, which is 3, with helping our manifestation. And if I can get to it. Selenite, divine light. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing past with present. Exactly. Clear the past. We're now getting in the present. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Okay, so even something dear to you, you know, your energies of what you were, let go of them, and there's no loss of love. There's more love coming to you. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. And the flow of all this that's going on, and it's shining that divine light on it. The divine is shining a light on all the things to release. So it is a blessing. Okay, do the flower. For the masculine, patience, yeah. Your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. So patience for the masculine, yes, with all this stuff that's going on all around him, all these things, there's a need for patience. And the patience on us as we're sitting there going, what do we do now? Yeah, new idea, crabapple. Your new idea is divinely guided and is meant to be shared with others. Continue to work on it as you're on the right path. Yep. New ideas, new things opening up, new ideas about your feminine energy and our ability. Okay, let's do the animal. Masculine, feminine. Okay. For the masculine, we have eagle, spirit vision. Yep, getting more visions from the spirits, like more guidance going on instead of being so stuck in the 3D and all that karmic stuff. And being more true to who he is within his divine energies. Yeah, here we go. Beautiful. For the feminine, vulture. And it's cleansing. Letting go of those things, picking at these things and letting go of them, keeping the good parts and letting go of the negative. For the crocodile, for trust in self, that we are more capable with all that we are doing. Trust yourself, that all these things are coming up for a reason and you can clear them, and you have this ability to stay within the compassion of all of it, pick the peaceful parts, choose peace throughout all of this, and then step more into your irresistible divine feminine energies, and the masculine being more true to his divine masculine energies and having his abundance more so even in the 3D, releasing any of that karmic stuff for his divine purpose. Okay, so now we go to Ganesh. Whoa. masculine, feminine. Okay, for the masculine, yay, prosperity. So ending anything that's keeping him back from being prosperous within his divine masculine energy, and then this purpose. That's number 9 for that. And then just receiving it. Receiving more prosperity within all this. I love these cards together. And then for the feminine, enlightenment. Woo! We are protected within this enlightenment, okay? With this enlightenment, it comes to a number 9. We can release it and be more and more protected within our divine purpose, okay? Stepping us more and more forward in our divine purpose. Okay, so this is this week, and I hope, you know, it helps you being able to hold on to some of these healing energies surrounding us with all that's going on, recognizing, okay, these things are coming up, but it is a gift. We're being given gifts all along the way by the divine. So that's why this journey may seem slow at times, but if you open up to the gifts that you're receiving, the enlightenment that goes on, the stepping more into your true power or energies within your divine energies, it's an amazing thing. It can be absolutely amazing. And the more healing you do, the more healing that goes out for everyone, even within this collective, and then even the world, you know. Any energy you put out there that's positive, that helps everyone else around you. So I wish for you the best week possible and having a wonderful holiday season, and just totally taking on all these things feminine. This is going a little slow, but I have a feeling by the end of this week, things are going to pick up and move forward a lot faster. But this is the time to just kind of sit in and around the moon energies and get that truth and recognize the world is coming to us for both of us, okay? We're kind of in the same energies, just a little bit different, a little bit more anxious and chaos going around the masculine, a little more floating and recognizing for the feminine. And it's a very emotional time. Even this time of year is very emotional for everyone. So I wish you all the best. And thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, especially donating, and for all my clients, that the beautiful messages coming through and the beautiful healings that are going on, even to help the collective. We are so grateful. And for future clients coming my way, I look forward to it. So reach out, okay? You take care and share the love.